So this turned up today. It's my new Delkevic slip-on muffler. It's the DS70 9-inch carbon fibre oval muffler, and this is to fit my Concours 14. So yeah, this is the first time the box has been opened. Let's have a look at what we've got inside. I did notice that there was a little ding on arrival, but that's not in an important place, and it doesn't look like it would have affected anything inside at all, so we're all good with that. So it comes in two pieces. You have your stainless steel pipe, which connects up to the headers and then right up to the slip-on. So that's that piece there, and I'm sure that will bend back round to a normal shape. Instruction sheet. Packing slip. Yep, sales invoice. And I think the most important part. It's very well packed, isn't it? Lovely. It feels really nicely made. Quite heavy duty and chunky. Decent weight. Rubber liner for the bracket. There we go. Very nice. So it's got the removable noise baffles inside of there, which is looks to be a pretty simple thing to just pop that out and then remove that as needed. And it's a lovely wide opening at the back. Well, it's lovely in terms of finish and quality. That really does look very, very nice. And as you can see, I'm just moving it around. It's, you know, it's a little bit of a strain for me to hold it at the end there with just one hand, but it's not heavy by any means. So that's the unboxing, and we'll be fitting it onto the bike as soon as we can. Can't wait. So this is the Delkevic oval carbon mini slip-on system that I've got for my Concours 14. So this is what we're doing today. This is my my lovely Concours 1400, and as you can see, it's got the standard massive exhaust on the back. So I'm going to be doing a before and after, and maybe taking a few little bits on that exhaust as we go through it. Cool. So here we go. This is the before fitting soundtrack. Nothing in the way of an exhaust fan, it's completely silent. A little bit disappointing, so we'll do an after as well. We'll do an after shot as well, and I'm planning on removing the internal baffling, which is an optional, what do they call it, a dB killer. I'll be removing that before I put it on because I've read elsewhere that it's not obnoxious, or not too obnoxious without it, so I'm going to try it first without and see how we go. Okay, so I've just removed the dB killer from inside of this, and for those of you who are interested in knowing what the dB killer is, what it looks like and how it's removed, this is the insert piece that goes in from the inlet side, essentially, and this little nut, welded nut, goes on the inside of that that bolt hole there, and is held in by that normally. So the job to remove it is simple. You just undo that, and then you undo that that bolt, and then from the outlet side, I just used a broom handle stood upright on the floor and just gently tapped it. And then once it started to move, I got my fingers in from this side and wiggled it with a little bit of pressure on the baffle from the inside, just worked it out, and then this pops out. So that's what would normally be inside of it to kill some of the extra noise, and with it out, I should say, you've got a really nice, clean, free-flowing, unrestricted flow there, which looks really nice, looks good. So there we go, onwards. Just unwrap the link pipe, and I have to say the quality of this is just stunning. It's really very, very nicely made. For the cost of this, I really do struggle to think that you'd find anything which rivals this quality for the cost. So I'm really impressed with the look and the finish of this so far, and I'm dying to get it on and hear what it sounds like. It's brilliant. Okay, so on the standard one, I've removed the mounting bracket at the back, and also loosened off the tube connector there. And I'm aware that when you put the tube back on, the new piece, that the center stand rest and the position of it can be set by the angle and everything. So one of the things I wanted to do was make sure that I had a reference as to how how deep the center stand currently hangs, because I think that I could actually make that mount so it returned maybe a little bit higher than that, which I don't really want to do. So I've got a 3-finger inserted reference there for when I end up putting my pipe back on. As is the case with these kinds of jobs, if it's the first time you take your exhaust off, you learn things along the way. And I had just discovered that I hadn't actually undone all of the clamps required. There's actually one more hidden up in here that I needed to undo. So the exhaust wasn't slipping off at that point. That's one more to undo, and then we should be good. Alright, so the old exhaust is off, and that particular bolt set that you can see there, the one that I'd originally overlooked, there's nothing, that's from there. There's nothing on this setup that needs to use that, so I've removed those internal pieces and stored them on the bolt there for future use if that exhaust needs to go back on at any point. So this is where we're at now. It's back off the center stand, and I've put my fingers in there to gauge where that center stand stop needs to be set, and you can see that I've managed to align the forward backwards mounting position of the pipe, the connector pipe there, in line with where the previous rubber stopper marks were on on the stand. So that's as similar like for like as it could be. That's nice and tight now. So now for the can, almost there. Okay, that's it, all finally mounted. So that went on nicely. I thought at first that the bracket that they're given, what they call the B bracket, was oddly shaped and bent at the end. And so after I unwrapped it all, I actually sent Delkevic US a quick email and asked if it was supposed to look like this, and they responded within 5 minutes. Amazing. Saying, yeah, absolutely fine. When you tighten it up, it'll snap right back into the expected shape, and it has done. So, yeah, that looks lovely, perfect. Look at that. Look at the finish on it. It's absolutely brilliant. So that's all done. I haven't started it yet, so I'm about to, and you'll be the first amongst me and others to hear it ever. Doesn't it look neat? Beautiful. Cool. Okay. All right. So the first ever starting of this on my bike. Here we go. Oh yeah. That's a bit more crazy. Well, yeah, it's not obnoxiously loud at all. It's got a nice throaty sound to it now, so yeah, looks good. So I might just chuck the panniers on so you can see how they how they fit with it, and awesome, very happy.